The following Best of Central Florida program is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Welcome to the Best of Central Florida, joined as always by my beautiful co-host, Makaila. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you. I think our health is probably the most important thing in our lives, right?
It sure is.
And I think you take it more seriously than I do. I need to get better with my health. I've met a lot of doctors over the years, and a lot of doctors have wanted to get out of traditional medicine and kind of create their own spa. That is not what is going on here today.
No, it's absolutely amazing to see what Dr. Cologne and his whole team is really about.
It's a crazy, unbelievable, probably one of the most unique practices that I've seen when it comes to medicine in Central Florida, maybe if not all of Florida. And what they're doing here is truly changing lives.
Yeah, changing lives, and then, I don't know, he just felt like it was his calling, and obviously he's found his calling. Can't wait to talk to him.
We're going to have such a good time. If you've ever had any health issues whatsoever, or you want to talk about how you can prevent health issues in the future, you are not going to want to miss a second today. Are you ready to go?
I am.
All right, here's what we'll do, a very quick break. When we return, Best of Central Florida continues. Here we are in Lake Nona. By the way, I was a little concerned leaving Lake Mary today that this was going to be far away. It took us 30 minutes to get here because we're right off of the 417. So no matter where you are in Central Florida, this place is close. We're at the Regenerative Sport, Spine and Spa. The man behind it all joins us. I'm so excited. Doc, how are you, man? Good to see you. Dr. Cologne is here. And Doc, I'm trying to adequately describe what a special practice you've created here. And it's a little bit difficult because it's something that is incredibly unique for Central Florida, but it really all started with a very personal mission for you.
So first of all, I would like to thank you for having me here. So it all started years ago, decades ago actually, with my daughter. My youngest daughter had several illnesses, and I took her everywhere I could. That is the best institutions in the States. And this is Cleveland Clinic, the further in Milwaukee, Mount Sinai in New York, and several other places. And they did help. All of them did help. But there was an area that they couldn't do anything about, and that's what made me think outside of the box. And since then, I've been thinking, is there any way that the patient can heal himself, or we can help the patient heal himself? And exactly that's what really motivated me. Eventually, I went to a friend's, his office. He's a plastic surgeon back home, and he invited me to help him with his anti-aging clinic, what we call now age management medicine. So I did. After a while, I was helping him out, but I asked him what's the reason or the rationale behind all of this? And his answer was, well, if I can promote health, prevent illness, and prolong the successful surgery that I've done on him or her, I think that I will have a better patient, a more pleasant patient, a happier patient with himself. So it all clicked. So eventually, after being with him for a while, I started doing locum tenens, which is being a traveling physician. And I worked in multiple states in the nation until about 9 years ago, I finally decided that I should slow down.
We all need to do that.
At some time. And I came to Florida. It's been excellent since then. I work in one of the major health delivery systems in Orlando, excellent institutions. And then came COVID. COVID brought me back that sensation that there is more to be done. There's more that we can do. We just have to find a way. So it's not about treating the symptoms. It's about treating what has caused these symptoms. What's the root cause? So working on the root cause will eventually remove the symptoms. And in other words, you'll heal, or we will help you heal as much as we can.
And we're going to do a deep dive into everything we do here, of course. But let's say I am watching at home right now. What are some of those symptoms that I'm having that would really lead me to want to call you today?
Let's say that you're having a back pain, or you're having a knee pain, or you just had a motor vehicle accident where you hit your head and you're having what we call a TBI, a traumatic brain injury, and you are slow, having headaches, You can't concentrate like you used to do before. So that's a patient that will want to have us on his side because we can help. We can be an option for him. We can be another tool in his well-being.
Yeah. Let's talk about pain a little bit together too. We're going to talk about some pains that you might have had and other doctors might tell you there's nothing we can do. There are things you can do. Stick around. We'll address that and much more as Best of Central Florida continues.
The Best of Central Florida is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Welcome back. A lot of times when someone comes into my law firm and they have to meet with me and another lawyer, I'm like, oh great, two lawyers. No one wants to be around two lawyers, but we're with two amazing doctors right now, and we do want to be around doctors. Dr. Kleinman joins me. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, doing good.
And of course, Dr. Colon is still here as well. And we talk about the uniqueness of the practice here and what we're doing and how we are changing lives, because it's a little bit different, and we're not just treating symptoms.
Right, so we have the ability to actually do targeted healing of injury. So we don't just do a shoulder injection. We can get into, with the C-arm, we can get into any joint, any part of the joint that actually has the injury, and basically deploy the type of treatment, whether it's PRP, exosomes, stem cells, depends on the problem. That's where we can make the difference.
Yes, I know Western medicine sometimes is criticized for how it treats people almost reactively. I think we're getting ahead of the game here with people, aren't we?
Yes, we are, definitely. There's nothing wrong with the Western medicine, but because it has brought us a lot of great things for humanity, definitely. But now there's something else that we can do, and we just think that that can be combined and get the best of the both worlds, like PRP, and this is where Dana is one of the experts.
I hear about stem cells often as well. What do stem cells have to do with my getting better, so to speak?
So a stem cell is also called a master cell or a mother cell. It has the ability to not only replenish itself, but also to become a different type of cell. So if we, for example, inject into a knee, where you have a meniscus injury, with traditional medicine, they're probably gonna shave it off, make it smooth so the bone glides a little bit better, less clicking and smoother for a period of time, but it also sets the arthritis background for the development. When we actually treat the knee joint or the injury with, let's say, stem cells, which we either get from your hip bone or the adipose fatty tissue behind your back, we're able to not only heal that area with just getting there with a needle, but the joint, the cartilage itself is going to grow, getting those two bones further apart, and that's healing of the joint tissue itself rather than just, shaving it off and in 10 years they get arthritis and the next step is a knee replacement.
Yeah, so if I may, so PRP, we get it from your blood. So we draw the blood, we centrifugate it, we get the plasma. Plasma have the regenerative factors. We don't do PRP anymore, we do ultrafiltration of PRP because it's by far stronger and less irritant. It doesn't inflame because we have removed all the biggest molecules, so it's by far stronger and better. Then that's the first line of defense. Then we have the stem cells, like Dana was just mentioning. Those are the building blocks. They will turn into whatever tissue, and they will also replenish themselves. They replicate themselves. And then we have the exosomes. Exosomes are like messengers. They are the ones that tell everyone in the scenario, hey, we have a problem, come and let's help. Like, imagine a levee broke down, let's talk to the community, everybody comes in, and everybody comes in with the best equipment. Those are the exosomes. And finally, we have ozone. Ozone will bring the anti-inflammatory, the vascularity will help promote more blood supply to the affected area, so more help will be present.
And I have a lot of respect for doctors. I really, really do. But I would be remiss if I didn't, because I know people at home are thinking this as well. They would be blind if you didn't notice that all of these big medical groups are being bought up by the same people, so to speak. And I think that there has maybe become a distrust, especially when it comes to orthopedic medicine, that these decisions are now being made by one conglomerate, right? And it's easier for a physician to say, okay, let's put you under the knife and cut you. I think that people do have some concerns out there that some of these doctors are being trained. You know what? Let's just go surgery. Let's go the surgical route. Is it safe to say maybe if we are even getting a doctor saying that we should go have surgery, maybe this would be a good place to come and see if maybe there are other options?
So there is a point when there's no alternative, that you have passed maybe those 10 years of suffering, that now you're completely bone on bone and there's no cartilage left or no ability to regenerate the joint itself. And in that point, yes, you need surgery. But in those 10 years of pain and suffering where that meniscus was getting grind and arthritis is setting in, or whatever type of injury is getting worse, that was the right time for intervention. So there's ability to do minimally invasive, high tech. We get to the point that we need to with a fine needle, so it's not cutting. You don't have the post-operative complications. This is just a needle going to the source of the injury. So this is if I'm the patient, which I was the patient at some point, this is a much better recovery. There's no blood clots, there's less infections, and no downtime, which is, it's amazing for most people that need to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep up the great work, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The Best of Central Florida is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Hi, my name is Monica Urias, and I'm here at the Regenerative Sports and Spa in Lake Nona. A while back, I had a slip and fall, and after the accident, I could not move my arm. It was in major pain, couldn't sleep, was in pain every day, all day. I heard about Dr. Cologne at Regenerative Sports and Spa and decided to come in and do a consultation. Besides everybody being so welcoming, they explained to me very thoroughly about the procedure. I was very skeptical at first, but then since Dr. Cologne made me feel so comfortable, I decided to go through with it. And today I am very, very happy that I did. The procedures were stem cell, bone marrow, exosomes, and PRP. After the procedure, Dr. Cologne explained to me that it wasn't something that would happen overnight. It would take about 4 to 5 months. After the 4 to 5 months, I am so, so happy that I did this procedure. I have my life back. I can move my arm back to normal. Now I absolutely have no pain, and I can move my arm just like I did before my slip and fall. So I would love to tell everybody, if you have any pain, whether it be your arm, neck, back, legs, please consider coming to Regenerative Sports and Spa in Lake Nona. They really take care of you, and they give you your life back.
As we continue this amazing episode, we wanted to hear from one of Doc's patients himself. We are joined by Chuck Wiggins. Chuck, tell me a little bit about what was going on and how Doc changed your life.
I had 4 back surgeries since 2018, 2 upper, 2 lower, and all of them involve spinal compression. So the nerves in my lower legs just weren't working anymore. and I was using 2 canes to walk because I could trip. I had a foot drop in each foot, which means I could just trip over my own toes. So I had to have a cane in each hand, so I could catch myself no matter what happened. Shortly before I came to see Doc for my first treatment, I had started doing squats to build up my lower legs. But I had to hold on to something. 5 days after my first treatment, I was doing 25 squats at a time without holding on to anything, and 30 wall push-aways. So within a week and a half, I was doing 150 squats a day and 300 wall push-aways a day.
Oh, jeez.
Now I do.
She can't even do that.
Yeah, you got me beat, Chuck.
Now I do yard work. I don't wear the orthotics that I had for my ankles. I did about an hour, half an hour to 40 minutes of yard work yesterday. Walking without a cane now.
I know you like pretty much ran right in here and sat down with us, Chuck, but so incredible to see how Doc has really changed your life, and thank you for sharing a little bit of your story with us. I mean, truly, Justin, it's amazing. It's so incredible.
That's why we're here.
To see. Yes.
It really, the results have been dramatic, and it's been quick. I've done a lot of exercise to augment it, but wouldn't have been possible without the treatments.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing. We're going to continue and hear from some other patients and other, just people who Doc has really just changed their lives as this Best of Central Florida episode continues.
People ask me all the time if I feel guilty for filing bankruptcy for people. No, I do not. I feel guilty not filing bankruptcy for hardworking families who are struggling every month to put food on the table. Call me now. You have power.
The Best of Central Florida is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
It is Regenerative Sport, Spine, and Spa. But this is not the type of medical spa that you hear about too. You're talking about 2 ER-trained physicians that run this spa. This is way more than just a med spa, Doc.
So the concept is we want to do everything we can to supply you with your best of you. But we do it in a way that doesn't have to necessarily deal with chemical substances. We want your own face to grow back your collagen, your elastin, so you go back to your best. And well, Dana, tell me about it.
So we do treatments of BBL Heroic, which is the smartest broadband light laser that's currently on the market. And that helps regenerate your actually fatty tissue, and it helps restore all the saggy skin and tighten up the skin and take care of the skin blemishes, the sun damage. So basically, instead of just putting different types of Botox and fillers, this is actually your own tissue healing from the inside without additional chemicals and toxins.
And I'm a big fan of that. Not to interrupt you, Docs. There's 2 of you. No, but I love that, because this is like restoring your natural beauty. It's really just kind of bringing you back. And I mean, you also do hair restoration. So not only can you work on the face and the body, but hair restoration. How important is that to you guys?
It's bringing back life to someone that has been probably depressed, anxious, low esteem. We want to help you. That's also healthy. You want to be your best. And if that is part of your best, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Actually, it helps the people. It helps them feel better. Like same treatments we do with microneedling, with radio frequency. We do perforations of the skin, not to apply chemical substances, but your own PRP ultrafilter, which is going to bring regenerative factors into your skin to heal you. Same after that, there's going to be another treatment, and it will add the exosomes, the building or the code of how to restore everything. So now you have someone that doesn't need much of the chemical substances that it's very often used in spas because it's natural. It's your own best you.
So for hair restoration, we use a combination of treatments. It's important for men, it's important for women. You know, you lose your self-esteem, confidence when you start losing hair. So treatments with PRP, stem cells, ultrafiltered PRP has shown that you don't need to have hair transplant to regrow your own hair. So unless you're completely bald and have been bald for many years, there is always a chance for restoration of your hair. So the results that we're getting are amazing. Even with 1 or 2 treatments, I mean, it's like night and day difference.
Wow.
And what's also night and day too is there are other medical spas out there, and they have maybe a medical director attached to it, but sometimes I'm not sure that medical director's ever been there. Not here. Here we have 2 doctors in-house who are going to make sure you're safe, number one, but also they can use that medical training from the medical side of this practice into the spa side to make sure the results are fantastic. Keep up the great work, guys.
Well, now that you mentioned, I want to add that every time there's going to be an evaluation of the patient, Marcela's going to start it, but most of those times when there is anything that is medically indicated, one of us will come with her and we will combine our thoughts and provide the patient with the best possible treatment.
Yep, perfect.
I could spend some time here.
I know you can. I have no doubt that you will be soon. Stick around. Best of Central Florida continues. Well, I'm blown away. I really am. I have full faith in what they're doing here, what Dr. Clone has created, Dr. Kleinman, fantastic physicians who have really taken all that training and real world experience. And I think if anyone I know is feeling any type of pain, I would send them here in a heartbeat.
Oh, absolutely. They're so informative and really just kind of make the whole process easy. They really take the time to understand your wants and needs.
And sometimes it becomes so easy when you're in a rut. You've been seeing the same doctor forever, and it's like whatever they say goes. Yeah. I don't want to even call it a second opinion. I want to call it maybe a different opinion that might not be what your doctor, the doctor in your medical insurance claim form, whatever, says. This is truly a place that I trust. I would send any one of my family members, even you, here.
I would send you here too.
Thank you. That's saying very, very nice things about me, I guess. Thank you so much to the entire team here, to our team back at the studio, Brent here on site with us as well. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more Best of Central Florida.
The preceding Best of Central Florida program was sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.